Pentair IC30 upgrade. The IC20, 40, and 60 are plagued with way less problems than the IC30. Best to cut it out, put something better if we're going to invest some money into it. With the cutout template, we're going to put it on our pipe and mark it with a Sharpie. This is the exact cutout you'll see later in the video. You want to always make sure you have enough pipe on both ends. Also want to plan for the future. If one of our unions break and we need to replace the union, we need some pipe in order to do that. So don't push it up against a fitting. Gonna add our primer. Next, we're gonna put our glue on the unions. But first, we need to put our O-rings on. Put a little eraser-sized dollop of lube and work your hands in a circular motion, forcing the O-ring into place. You want to push that loop in. If we're having trouble, I'll flip the O-ring. It will make it a little easier. Watch as I work it in, and then I'm going to work my fingers in a circular motion to force it in there. You can see it's flush. Let's do it again. Takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get it in no time. Next, we want to clean our unions off and get all that excess lube off there. Lube traps dirt. We do not want that. We're going to prime our union. Next. Before we put on our union, we want to make sure we put on the piece that threads onto our salt cell. If you forget this or put it in the wrong direction, that will cause you to cut the pipe and start over. And you also want to make sure that's not sitting in your wet glue. This is the confusing part. If you try and measure your template after one union is in place, you're going to be an inch off. So make sure you measure before. If you see when I measure from the front of this union over, it's actually going to be the wrong spot. We want to only measure on the pipe itself. When we put the salt cell up to these unions, you'll see. When I put the salt cell up to it, you can see the old union is exactly where I'm going to be cutting. Make sure our threads are facing the correct position so that it will work to screw onto our salt cell. Now let's connect our power cord. But before we do this, we need to turn off the power. Turn off your breakers. And it says that on your cord. We need to line up the notch. Once our notch is in place, just screw it on till it's tight. Magic Lube, link below. Gonna add a very small amount of lube to the front of this O-ring since we just wiped it off. Make sure your flow sensor is going in the correct direction. Back to the pool returns. That union's gonna spin clockwise. And our other union's gonna spin counterclockwise. You wanna tighten these at the same exact time with both hands. That last turn, we should be tightening at the same exact time. If you need to, put your legs in between the cell to hold it in place so it's straight. Use your twist tie to put your cord together if needed. Turn on our breakers and re-engage our pump. It may take a few seconds, but we should see all our lights turning green if our salt level in the pool is correct. Remember, the percentage determines the percentage of time that your salt cell runs per day. This is an IC60, double the IC30 capacity. Buttons won't work since automation is connected. Use Pentair app. So we don't need to run close to 100%. It's best to run at 10 to 20% so our salt cell will last as long as possible. If this video brought you value, please subscribe. Videos will be posted on Wednesdays. And if you'd like to support us, become a member today.